Back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 8, read. Hey, Sam on.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl the way back.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first, they go right back to Collins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Collins. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alex Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, hey, watch the
On 2nd down, Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Go! Leo! 60 yards. Get it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now Jones. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Don't get nervous. Check 52. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Second and 5. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Jones now. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 44, Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now this throw complete to Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 31, check 31. Wide, get wide. Undercut, lock in.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Alert.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Get him. Ran, go. Check 89. Shoot. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 15. Check 50. Check 13. Check 13. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it. Able to spin free. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Alex Collins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Crunch time, defense. Whip.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
A 27-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and finally taken down at the 34. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Watch
the safety creep.
Look at me. Go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a long day. Let's get right.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Mike 50, yeah. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, alert 3. Slam.
Topper. Bam.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
5.
Max 50, Max 50. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Get it.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
6-6, pull it high.
Check.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
We got 4.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
With the score, Broncos 19, Steelers 14.
Let's go, defense. go, defense.
On first down, Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Back. 18.
On second down now, it's Collins pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
You can't block me. Check. Crouch. Check. Alert. Switch it. Watch twins. Under 10. 10.
They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Lock in. Hey, check flag 47. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Alert. You got tight right there. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go again with Collins.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Third down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They run with Collins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Ran, go. 47. Check, 47. In your face.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mike, I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Samuels. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over, is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And it brings up third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
On the set. 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let go.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
218, chopper.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jones throwing on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And the defense loses it. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. The clock showing just one tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory.
Going big, going big. Everybody already know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. 'Cause I